Hello, hello. Welcome to volume day number 12. We are doing some different numbers as far as volume goes today. We are going to go starting with high volume numbers and then drop to low numbers for different exercises along the way. So we have a full body set coming at us in our heart rate training day today. I have a 44-pound kettlebell, a 8 kilogram, which is about like 18-ish pounds kettlebell, and a set of 20-pound dumbbells. And I'm going to make those work for our set today. So go ahead and come down onto your mat. Set your hands on the ground. Drive your hips back with your toes curled under on top of your heels. Reach the arms nice and far forward. Take a couple deep breaths. Push into the hands. Slide the shoulder blades down so your body's still active here. And then bring your body all the way forward so that your chest is pulling between your arms. Grab deep into the core and then push back. Take a deep inhale and then drive forward. Deep inhale, push back. Drive forward. When you're driving forward, grip into those glutes as well. Push back. I'm going to do one more. Drive forward and then push back. Perfect. All right. Take your hands a little bit closer to your knees. Take your right leg out away from you, just 90 degrees from your hip, and we're just going to drive back and forward. Get some movement in through that hip joint. Grab tight into the core. Grip into your hands like you're trying to root your hands into the ground. Put pressure in your thumb and first finger. One more. And then you're going to take your right leg all the way forward to the outside of your mat and then just open your knee out to the side. A little bit of bouncies. Just a little bit there. All right, push into your hands. Drive your hips up and back. Quick down dog. Drop back onto your hands and knees. Take your left leg out. And we're going to hinge back and forth again. Grip into those hands. You're rooting into the ground. So we're activating our forearms. Our shoulder blades are pushed down. Triceps are tucked back toward the thigh. And then bring your left leg forward outside your mat. Pull that knee out and away from the midline. Bounce it out, bounce it out. All right. Quick little bird dog, wake up the core, and then we're going to get going. So again, grip those hands into the ground, find your thumb and first finger, grab deep into the core, slide the shoulder blades down, feel your pelvic floor muscles engage, extend your opposite arm and leg, exhale, tuck your knee and elbow together, make sure that you're building resistance, tightening into the core, the back, the thighs, the arms. Really train the resistance, train the flexion. 6, 7, try to keep those hips level. 8, 9, and 10. Other side. Extend. Inhale on your extension. Exhale on your tuck. Remember, we're gripping into that thumb and first finger. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, push yourself up and back, downward facing dog. Drive your hands back towards your feet one more time. All right, so we are going to start off with a front leg push off. So what's going to happen? We're going to go 30 each leg. We're going to start off body weight. So just grab the core, square off your hips. You're going to drop forward and then drive off back. Make sure you keep track of the core. Make sure you don't lose your pelvis and get your low back swing. All right, here we go. 1, drop deep. Keep contractions. 4, 5. Lots of different kind of parts of the legs are working. There's 10. You kind of just barely tap, but you still have that lunge, that lean forward. So you're going to drop straight back in to that lunge, and then you drive off. 17. As always, knee lines with toes. 20. Here's 26. We're going to switch and go at 30, 29, 30, 1. Woo! That leg's already tired. 6. Feeling a little pull in my hip flexor, that's good. Stretch there. 17. Keep those feet hip width. 7, 28, 29, 30. Perfect. Hinge over those legs. And then if it works for you, walk forward into that downward facing dog again. Drive into that thumb and first finger. 1 breath. We're going 2 more. 2, double check your core, your quads, your back. Walk your hands back to your feet. All right, 30 we have done. Now we're moving into 20. We're going to go kettlebell swings. If you don't swing, you can do a deadlift. If you don't swing or deadlift, you can do a squat. Belly firm. Your pickup and set down is the same. They're both super important. You want to keep everything tight, contracted, and controlled. And remember that you use your glutes to get your thrust. Shoulders back and down. 1. Hinge and thrust. Trying not to bend your knees too much. It's a hinge. 13, 14. Stack the heels over the hips, the top of the thrust. 18, 19, 20. Hinge forward and set it back down. Perfect. All right. We get to lower onto our backs now. We're going to be hitting up an alternating punch from the ground. So our hips are going to be up in a glute bridge. Elbows are going to squeeze in tight. Make sure your wrists are strong. Everything's set. Flex through the core. Push with your right hand over towards your opposite shoulder. There's 2. Flex deep into the back to hold support for that press. 6, 7. Shoulders back and down. Wrists are strong. Keep your wrists right on top of the elbows. 10. Meaning when your arm comes down, try not to let your hand drop back towards your shoulder. It needs to stay right on top of your elbow. All right, off to a great start. Next up, we have 5 reps. We're going to do an overhead, a single arm overhead, full lunge to stand. If you don't want to hold your weight overhead, feel free to hold it down at your sides. So if your right arm is up overhead, step back with your right leg first. Back, left leg back, right leg forward, left leg forward. Lots of core, lots of back, lifted chest. 3, 4, and 5. Crushing it, crushing it. Other side. So now, left leg steps back first, then the right leg back, left forward, right forward. 2. Flex, lock through that core. Hold control of your pelvis, right? You do that by flexing core, keeping glutes involved, trying to feel 5, that neutral positioning. All right, now we're gonna head down and we're gonna go into a Turkish get-up. So if you don't do that, remember, pair back until you find the piece that works for you. All right, let's see, our left hand just held the weight, so let's switch it back to the right. Right arm up, right knee bent, left arm out at an angle, strong through the back. Push through the belly, hold contraction around the core, slide your shoulder blades down. Scoop in, punch that right arm straight up. Plant your left hand under the left shoulder. Lift your hips. Keep your eyes on your bell if you can. Tuck your knee under. Lift up high. Swing your right leg around. Press to stand. Step back with the left leg. Open the right. Plant your hand. Look at your bell. Lift up. Slide the leg through. Lower and lower. 1. Scoop up. Press. Stack up those shoulders. Lift the hips. Tuck under. Swing the leg around. Press all the way to stand. Open up. Plant your hand. Slide under and lower. All right. Next up is the left side. Left arm holds the bell or weight. Doesn't have to be a kettlebell. Left knee bent. Grab deep into the core. Scoop. Lift the hips. Tuck the leg under. Slide your left leg around. Stand. We're getting that extra piece. We just did this with our lunge step up, our lunge get up. Now we get to just add a lot more pieces to it. Scoop in. Press those hips. Right leg tucks under, lift. Swing the leg around. Press all the way back down. Right leg back. Open your left knee. Plant your right hand. Lift through that core. The core has to constantly stay active. And you're there. All right. We're going to go back into our downward facing dog for 3 breaths. And then we're going to start over at the top. Anything that has 2 sides, if you can remember which side you started on last time, we're going to start on the second side this time. Last exhale, walk your hands back. So we're going to step forward into that left leg. We have our front lunge push-offs. Step and drive. Push off. Think really power. Push. 4, 5. I'll definitely be doing these with weight eventually for our reps and kind of getting somewhat of a new move. It's better to just stay body weight. Keep the pace for now. 15. See if you can drop the back knee all the way to the ground. Keep your chest lifted, the back long. 26. 30, switch. 5, 6, 9, 10. You definitely feel the supporting leg more. $20. Keep it up. Flex those thighs. Find your glute in the front leg, quad on the back. 28, 29, 30. Well done, well done. Oh, our down dog, real quick. It's good to give yourself a second. One breath. Slide those shoulder blades. Make sure your down dog is sharp. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Keep it solid, keep it flexed. Not getting sloppy, even in our kind of recovery phases through the down dog. All right, 20 kettlebell swings or deadlifts or squats. Back flat, butt back, core strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Long back, strong core. Snap those hips into place. Drive through the heels. Constantly wrapping your trunk. 20. Perfect. All right. Cross body punch. Lie on the ground. Drive up through your glutes. Palms face. Elbows are tight. Set everything up. Start left, then right. 2, 3. It's really a cross press. We're not really punching. We're not going that fast. In control with the triceps, forearms, shoulders, and back. And 10. Good work. All right. Making our way into the lunge to stand. Left arm is going to go up. Left leg back first. 5 each side. Remember that you can hold weight down at the side if you need. Conscious effort, keeping that pelvis neutral. So if that means not lifting the weight overhead, going lighter, then that's fine. 5. Trying to punch that arm straight up from that long line of flexion. Right arm up, right leg back first, so that we don't get a low back arch as we're stepping up or dropping down. So really kind of consciously think about pulling that belly button back. 5. All right. Starting off left arm first. for our Turkish get-up. Alrighty. Left arm up, left knee bent. Make sure that wrist is strong. Pack into your back. Strong, strong core. Scoop with the belly. Slide that right hand down, lift. Tuck under, stack it up, and stand. Lower down, open the leg, plant the hand, kick the leg under, drop the hips, roll back. Scoop in, push the hips. Tuck the right leg under, bring your left leg around, stand, right leg back, open the leg, plant your hand, kick the leg under, lower the hips, lower the body. Other side. If we were real Turkish getter-uppers, we would have so much weight here, we wouldn't be able to set it down across the body like that. And we'd need like 5 minutes between sets. Here we go. Scoop it up, lift the hips, bring the leg under, sit up, whew, close the leg, step it in, open the leg, plant your hand, drive the leg under. Make sure when you drive that leg under, one way or the other, that your hips stay up. Get them up, then tuck, then lift. See a lot of people scoop that leg in and out or with the same movement of dropping the hips. Keep the hips up. Drive it through right there. Such a great opportunity to build a lot of strength through the core, everything else. Oh, did we do it all? All right. Yay. We're in our heart rate set. Set up into your down dog. We're going to take 5 breaths this time, and then we're going to go into burpees for 2 minutes. Here's the deal. I want you to do 4 burpees at a time. Whatever style you like. I'm going to be hitting my full body, my full chest onto the ground, and then coming up from quads and knees. Breath 4 and breath 5. So walk your hands back. What I want you to do is plant your hands. If you don't want to do the drop in and push up, that's fine. You can just do a squat thrust with arms staying straight. If you want to do mountain climbers, that's fine. If you want to do jump squats, that's fine. Here's the kicker. You're going to do 4 reps. We're going to start in 10 seconds for 2 minutes. 4 reps, take a break as long as you want, and then you enter back in. So your break is as long as you want. Ready? Go. But remember that the goal here is to kind of build that heart rate through our 2 minutes. So there's 4. I feel fine. I'm going straight in. Break. And make sure you can always hit your next 4. Take as long as you need. Go back. There's 1 minute, 1 to go. Keep the core, shoulders over wrists. Keep it a super strong core, strong low back as you come up. 10 seconds. Time. Find your heart rate. Find it. Ready? Start counting. All right, stop here counting. Multiply by 2. That's your maximum heart rate. And then we're going to go another round in 5 seconds. Same thing. Ready, go. There's a minute. Trying to get that heart rate as high as you can without puking. Thirty seconds left. Five seconds. Stop. Find your heart rate. Start. Time. Multiply that by 2. Ooh, better number for me that time. Over time, you'll figure out kind of what your maximum training heart rate is, and that's yours. There's definitely, ranges that seem to kind of depict your cardiovascular health more. More health is seen as actually how fast your heart rate drops back to more normal levels. Start with your left leg out and your right leg in. Walk your arms straight forward with a flat back. So you're going to use your hands to build traction in the back and lengthen. Inhale, lift. Hold. Exhale, release your chest to the ground. Inhale, lift. Hold. Exhale, release your chest to the ground. One more. Inhale, lift. Hold. Exhale. Reach your chest to the ground. And then breathe however you would like here. Still trying to lengthen through the back. Trying to sit those hips even on the ground. And then walk your hands over and outside your left leg. If you're up a lot higher than me, that's totally fine, depending on your flexibility. You may even need to be way up here supporting on your hand and pushing your right hand into your left leg. So the goal here is to try to find some stretch in that left hamstring, lengthening through the back. Keep that right hip seated down. All right, we're going to do our breath again. Inhale and lift. Hold. Exhale and drop. Inhale, lift. Hold. Exhale and drop. Okay, before we switch to the other side, take this left leg and fold it behind you. So we're going to have our Z sit. Lift up nice and high. Open the shoulders. Just try to settle your hips to start. And then we're going to walk our hands forward. All right, we're going to keep our hands still. We're just going to focus on lengthening through the back. So make sure you're still seated as much as possible. So inhale. Lift through your chest. Roll your shoulders down. We're holding at the top of that inhale. And then on your exhale, allow your back to round. Tuck your chin in and slide forward. One more. Inhale, lift. Hold. Exhale. Round. Okay. Same thing, other side. We're going to take the right leg out at a little angle. Left leg in. Walk your hands forward. Inhale, lift. Hold your breath at the top. And then exhale, walk your hands forward. And then again, inhale. Lift and hold. Exhale. Walk forward. Inhale. Hold. And then exhale. Walk forward. And then just breathe however you would like. And then let's walk our hands outside the leg. Get that twist. All right, fold that leg back. Right leg folds back. Just sit and level off first. Good job. Got that heat. Started those burpees. It's a good thing. All right. Reach those arms forward wherever feels comfortable for you. Doesn't have to be too far because we want those hips to stay seated on the ground. Inhale. Open the chest. Hold your breath at the top of your inhale. Exhale all the way round, round, round. Tuck everything in. Exhale, 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 exhale. And then inhale. Hold. Lift. And then round. Exhale, 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 exhale. All right, you can stay where you are or sit in a different seat that you might find more comfortable. And now we're going to check our heart rate after it's leveled off. All right, find your pulse. Take your two fingers, same side that your arm is on. So don't cross to the other side. sometimes it's easier to find the pulse in your arm. Okay, and start. And time, double that, so multiply by 2. And now, that's not obviously your resting heart rate, but hopefully it's a significant drop from what your maximum training was that you got to today. So over time, as you continue to build your cardiovascular health and strength, maybe in other activities that you do, when you get your heart rate up, you can kind of start checking your heart rate. A lot of us have heart rate monitors on our watches. I used to have one. It was annoying for me because it wasn't very accurate. So I just check my own pulse now. But, you know, kind of start to get familiar and understand where your heart rate is at. Even if you don't know what all the numbers mean, you will kind of start to understand what your patterns look like. So that's a really healthy place to be, just being in tune to your body, your cardiovascular health, muscular health, and flexibility is just a huge step in managing a quality, healthy life. So with that, I will let you all have the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow.